Hello there. I'm going to invite you to watch me. I don't know if it's going to work, but this is one of the hardest things for me to cut is a yam. I started to here using a regular knife, the biggest knife I have. I sharpened it on this on the back of this can opener. There's a sharpener, and I didn't get very far. I'll just show you real quick. Now that worked good because I had sharpened it since, and I'll show you what I used. Let's try another one. Another one. Pretty good. A lot better than before. I'm going to be going through this big piece here, so I'll take a minute to sharpen it again. Wash it off. And I'll sharpen it and be right back. Okay, I'm back. I haven't tried this yet, so we'll see what happens. Still hard to get all the way through. So we'll stop there. And I bought this knife. It's a Farberware knife. Has its own sharpener, and we'll see what happens. I also have a machete here I'm going to sharpen. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I've taken it out of the package. I haven't sharpened it, done anything to it yet, so we'll see how it goes. Not bad. And the reason I bought this knife, or what is it called, a cleaver, is because the short time I worked in the restaurant cutting meat, I learned that you basically don't use the handle, you use the knife like this. Okay, it's still kind of tough, so I'm going to sharpen it some more and see what happens. Okay, hopefully this works. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't know how it's going to come out. Take one of these pieces. Still tough. Still tough. Cut this yam. I don't know what's with the yam. What's the deal is with the yam. Depends on where you're slicing here. That's tough. Go back to this knife, see how it goes. Seems to work better. I'm using more of a slicing motion. So this sharpened up pretty good. Try this again. Okay. Now they have a sharpener here. We could see if this works any better. So this thing is fairly sharp. I barely touched it with my finger and I got cut. So it's sharp. It's just, I don't know. I'm not doing it right. But I was frustrated about cutting with this other knife. This one here. This is sharpening it. Seems to work pretty good. Even better than this knife. I just bought this knife. But I needed to compare. I compared knives on the internet, online, and sharpeners. And everybody has an opinion. They say don't use, see the sharpener in here, you just slide back and forth. Don't recommend, professionals don't recommend you use those. Similar thing here. This one doesn't even look like it has a metal blade. It looks just like it's plastic. At least this one has metal blades. But what I got this sharpened with was a belt. Went to Goodwill, got a leather belt, and it works a lot better. Didn't need to get this knife, but I'm glad I have it. Use it for something else. Or look online to how to actually use it, maybe. It's sharp. I barely touched it. So let me try this machete here. It has this thing on there. I think it's a sharpener, but I don't know how to use it. So we're going to try this thing next. Let's get something. Ow! It's got a serrated edge there. I should not put my fingers on that. Let's grab another one over here. Seems to be pretty sharp already. I had the strangest dream last night. You won't believe it. I didn't believe it. Okay, so let's try down here. It's got a thing that won't let me go all the way down. Not bad. Let me sharpen it up and see what I can do. Maybe I should stack these. Make a little better test. Also, the problem could be my sharpening technique. I'm just learning how to use the belt to sharpen. So, could be that too. Once I get used to sharpening stuff. Yeah, I sharpen this, let's see. A lot better. Do this one. Went pretty easy. So it's when I have the whole piece, like the yam, there's a whole piece that gets wedged, the knife gets wedged in between the thingy, the yam. Maybe that's just the way it is, I don't know. But I put these in the blender with beets and applesauce and peaches, and I give it a stir. Sometimes I add vanilla and cinnamon, and that's my breakfast cereal. So I'm going to try this off again. This may be the winner right here. This may be the winner. So easy. It wasn't before. But I noticed that this is the softer end of the yam is easier to cut through than the middle. And it helps to cut these as small as possible when you're putting them in the blender. So blender has a tendency to, I don't know if it's the blades or need sharpening or what, but anyway. So I was hoping this to work better, but I'm gonna look up and see how to use it. That's probably my problem. And using the strap. Using the strap, man. It is sharp though. Okay, I sharpened all these on the belt. You'll see I'm going to cut some, this is thin packaging, cardboard. I'm just going to see if how it slices through there. Pretty good, I guess. This knife. Machete did better than this knife. Well, I went really good. That one's sharp. And of course they say you have to sharpen it on a regular basis, which I never knew, but I didn't really have these crummy sharpeners to know the difference. So it took me taking a job at a restaurant to learn well, how to cut meat and how to sharpen a knife. So I ended up having the right knife because this one works pretty good. But now I have another one. And the old machete if I need it. Hiya! Wow! Anyway, that's the way it goes. Things I'm doing, waiting to get another job. So I wanted to add that I bought this belt at Goodwill for under $4. Brand new with the tags on them. I might go back and get another one because I want to have a spare. And the average price for a sharpener is anywhere from $10 up to almost $300. So I saved myself quite a bit of money. Now I need to do something with these. The other thing I wanted to show you is I bought myself a new heating pad because my other one shorted out. And I'm glad I got it before winter hit because I just use this under my blanket instead of turning on the heat when it gets really cold. And last time we had power outage, I bought one of these. It's basically a giant battery that you can recharge, and it comes with a light and sockets for putting in your, you can put your computer in there, and lights, whatever. It has a giant big light. on it too. Very handy. So I can plug in my heating pad when the energy goes off, and any chargeable battery chargers and smaller ones, and what else? Some fluorescent lighting if I need it. It's a reminder, be ready for winter.